for. Everything you want is right here. We gon' give them what they came for. We gon' take it
Willis has the 73s, and we talked a lot about him, being able to space the floor as of late. But I guess, for him to hit those, especially those 3 early ones, how much did that kind of open things up for you guys?
Well, it does. I mean, initially I thought we had really good spacing, combination of ball and player movement. And one of the things that, us as a group, as a team have talked about is generating good threes. And coming off of, dribble drive, attacking the paint through post penetration, even offensive rebounding. And that's really helped our three-point shooting over the last month and a half. And especially today, I felt like not just Jay Witt's threes, everyone's threes. They were good threes generated by good offense, unselfishness. And as a result, I thought we shot a really good percentage.
Reminder to identify yourself and your affiliation. One more question for Coach Davis.
Ian Scher, Niner Times. Coach, a lot of the media has you guys on the bubble and not making the tournament. What is your pitch after the win for why you guys should be in the tournament?
The pitch is we are focused. We're very fortunate to be successful against a really good Notre Dame team that was a 1-point game earlier in the year in South Bend. Our eyes and our preparation is on what is real, and what is real is our preparation in regards to our play tomorrow against a very good Wake Forest team.
Okay, questions now for the 2 players.
RJ, Bradley Winterling with 3304 Sports. You guys had 19 assists on 28 made shots today. Do you feel like ball movement was sort of a big component for you guys?
Yeah, it was a huge component for our success in today's win. I think we did a good job of kind of just like Coach Davis said, penetrating and finding open guys, and that's how we were able to shoot a good percentage from 3. And when you have that type of basketball, especially like in the first half, when we had the example of there was like a closeout drive, we hit Jay Witt hits Seth, and then Seth hits me, and I hit Vin. Like that type of ball movement is winning basketball. So, and at the same time, we're having fun with this. So, when we have 19 assists and as a team, that's huge. So we're gonna continue to share the ball and move forward to tomorrow.
Middle aisle.
Bob Holliday, WRL.com. Ven-allen, you had an all-around game today with offensive rebounds, assists, stuffs, jump shots. Tomorrow you go against the Wake Forest team that is a little bit bigger in the interior. Talk about the challenge of going against Efton Reed and his mates.
Yeah, with his size and just athleticism, I think it will be very challenging for me to, get some shots around the rim. I just know that, my teammates are going to continue to find me and just trust me in those areas in our offense and, just to continue to build confidence and just knowing I can score around the rim.
Back of the room.
Michael Coe, WCHL, chapelboro.com. For both RJ and Vin, this will be the first time that you guys have played back-to-backs since Maui. What differences are there in the recovery process versus based on a normal schedule?
Yeah, I mean, it's a quick turnaround. So, we'll get out if we have to finish interviews, get something to eat, and then recover because we play tomorrow, and we got to make sure our bodies are healthy and, full of energy. So, but I think that's the great thing about a tournament, just have these quick turnarounds and be able to play the next game. So, yeah. Yeah,
like RJ said, just it's a quick turnaround, just to really prep our bodies for a good game against a good team tomorrow. So it's really just trying to fuel ourselves with the right food and just the right rest for tight and just to get us ready for tomorrow.
Back of the room.
RJ, Brian Murphy, WRL. You've been in a lot of different situations coming into this tournament, being a number 1 seed, being on the bubble, knowing you're going to the tournament. What have you tell your teammates before this event about what you guys need to accomplish and what it's like to play in this event?
Just have the one game at a time approach. And that's the mentality we have to have. You can't look too, far ahead into quarterfinals, semifinals. You really just got to take it one game at a time. And I think we're doing a good job of kind of just staying in the present moment with that, right? So obviously you hear the noise, you hear, being a bubble team and me experiencing, being the number 1 seed and not making the tournament. It's really just about staying present and understanding that anything's possible in this March. So and enjoy it at the same time. I think sometimes we could get caught up in the negative comments and negative opinions. But this team is having fun, and we're doing a good job of kind of staying in the present moment. And it's been carrying over to our win. So that's really just the main message for the team.
Other questions for the 2 players? Okay, guys, thanks. Head back. The Carolina locker room's open until 5:10. We'll continue with Coach Davis. Auxiliary locker room for those players. Questions there?
Yes, Errol Reach, Sports Talk Radio. Coach Davis, initially, to me, it seemed like you had Drake on Burton. It seemed like that really kind of bothered him initially. during the beginning of the game. It seemed like it set the tempo defensively for the Tar Heels. Talk about that, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, Drake is a gifted defensive player. He has, obviously, he's very athletic, but he's got tremendous length. He's at 6'7". And so I think one of the things that is most difficult against a scorer, and especially Marcus, who leads the ACC in scoring, is going up against length. And so we just felt like starting the game off with Drake would make it even more difficult for him to be able to score. I mean, Marcus is a great scorer because he's, he can score from all three levels. He can get fouled, get to the free throw line. He can go either direction. But I thought Drake's length bothered him and made him work a little bit harder than usual.
Front left.
Kate Shoemaker with the Daily Tar Heel. Coach, has there been anything specific you've done in crafting Jalen's shot since he's come in from Louisville? Specifically, his three-point shot?
No, I mean, last year he was coming off of his first year with Carolina. He was coming off a thumb injury where he was out pretty much most of the summer. And so, but Jay Witt he's his most in terms of being comfortable out there on the floor and settled in his role in regards to what he needs to do out there. His shot selection is great, as I talked about, generating good threes. And it's not just that. I thought his activity defensively was elite. He was rebounding, blocking shots, running the floor, just giving us that veteran experience that this team has needed all season.
To our left.
Bob Holliday again, WRL.com. Coach, since you settled on the lineup changes for the Syracuse game, adding Jay Witt and settling on ven-allen and Drake, your shooting percentages are way up. Back in mid-February, you were shooting 44% in conference-only games. Now it's 48.5%, I would say, second only to Duke. The three-point percentage, which was a woeful 32% in mid-February, is up to 37%. It's not number two, but it's like 6 or 7. How have the lineup changes improved your field goal accuracy?
I wouldn't attribute it to the lineup change. I would attribute it to the type of shots that we're generating. One of the things that we always talk about is dominating points in the paint through post penetration and offensive rebounding. I think our rebounding numbers have grown a lot over the last month and a half. We're driving, and I think you saw in this game, we're not selling for.
How have the lineup changes improved your field goal accuracy?
I wouldn't attribute it to the lineup change. I would attribute it to the type of shots that we're generating. One of the things that we always talk about is dominating points in the paint through post penetration and offensive rebounding. I think our rebounding numbers have grown a lot over the last month and a half. We're driving, and I think you saw in this game, we're not selling for the good shot. We're making the extra pass to the great shot. And so I just think overall, our ability to create good threes, whether it's through post penetration or offensive rebounding, sharing the basketball, has been the number one factor in our percentage from three rising over the last month and a half.
Third row.
Yeah, Aiden Stepanski with the Daily Orange. Elliott had 10 assists today. How important is his facilitating to kind of unlocking how great your offense can be at this time of the year?
No, it's huge. I mean, Elliott he's gifted in regards to being able to find open teammates. He's our best penetrator where he can break down a defense anytime he wants to, not only create for himself, but create for his teammates. And when he's making the simple, easy play, for him, for everyone else, it's elite. And I thought he did that for the most part. So I think it was a couple lobs that he threw up. But when he keeps it simple, I think he's one of the best distributors in the country.
Any other questions for Coach? Take two more.
Looking ahead to Wake Forest tomorrow, you had a tough battle with them in Winston-Salem. What makes their defense challenging to attack?
Well, I think one of the things is they're really good individual defenders. They can guard the ball. They take pride in their individual one-on-one matchups. They have clearly, as a team, identified for them to be successful, they have to be good on the defensive end, and they've got athleticism and length. They do. And so they make it tough to be able to get consistent, good shots, high percentage shots on the offensive end. And so we're looking forward to the challenge tomorrow afternoon and understand Wake Forest is a very good basketball team.
Last question for Coach.
Zach Wolf with the Daily Orange. You guys got 38 points out of your starting pair in the front court. I was just wondering what that sort of does for your offense, especially considering you guys have start 3 guards, but what does that do for your offense when you're able to get that production from your front?
No, that's huge because, I mean, I know Jay Witt hit 7 threes, but Ven was dominating points in the paint. Notre Dame went to a switch attack where they were switching everything, and so, you know, we were able to take advantage of smaller guys guarding our big guys down low on the post. But to Ven's point and Jay Wash's, just their ability to hold off, to be able to be strong around the basket and be able to finish. When you can have that versatility offensively of being able to score beyond the 3 and also points in the paint and be able to get to the free throw line, that makes you really efficient on the offensive end. And then go along, we had less than 10 assists, and that's something that's always been a goal for us to have less than 10 assists each game.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
The moment we waited for, everything you want is right here. We gon' give them what they came for. We gon' take it up from last year. Shoot 'em my shot, boy, I'm long range. Me and the team on the same thing. Stayed down, never switched up. Only thing changed was the game. I'm in the zone now. Nothing can change what we on now. When I pull up, know it's going down. Foot on the gas, ain't no slowing down. Aiming for greatness, no settling. Kick down the doors, they won't let me in. Taking no else, yeah, I gotta win. Watch me kick down the doors, they won't let me in. Who running the game now? Foot on the gas, can slow down. No, my team, we holding it down. We know we running it now. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Watch the game change. Yeah.